This video dives deep into the enigmatic life and career of legendary actor John Malkovich. We'll explore his impressive filmography, from cult classics like Being John Malkovich to Oscar-nominated roles. Curious about his personal life? We'll shed light on his current relationship status, is he married, children, and family background. Plus, we'll estimate his current net worth in 2024. John Malkovich is an American actor. He is the recipient of several accolades, including a Primetime Emmy Award, in addition to nominations for 2 Academy Awards, a BAFTA Award, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 3 Golden Globe Awards. Born, December 9, 1953, age 70 years, Christopher, Illinois, United States. Spouse, Glenn Headley, M. 1982–1988. Upcoming movie, 100 Years. Children, Loie Malkovich, Amandine Malkovich. Height, 1.83 meters. John Malkovich, net worth $25 million. Early life and education. Malkovich was born in Christopher, Illinois, on December 9, 1953. He grew up in Benton, Illinois. His father, Daniel Leon Malkovich, was a state conservation director, who published the conservation magazine Outdoor Illinois. His mother, Jo and Nate Schwasser, owned the Benton Evening News daily newspaper and Outdoor Illinois. He grew up with an older brother, Danny, and 3 younger sisters, Amanda, Rebecca, and Melissa. In a May 2020 interview, he revealed that Melissa is his only surviving sibling. His paternal grandparents were Croatian immigrants from the vicinity of Ozolj. His other ancestry includes English, Scottish, French, and German descent. Malkovich attended Logan Grade School, Webster Junior High School, and Benton Consolidated High School. During his high school years, he appeared in various plays and the musical Carousel. He was also active in a folk gospel group, with whom he sang at churches and community events. As a member of a local summer theater project, he co-starred in Jean-Claude Van Italy's America Hurrah in 1972. After graduating from high school in 1972, Malkovich enrolled at Eastern Illinois University. He then transferred to Illinois State University, where he majored in theater, but dropped out. He studied acting at the William Esper Studio. Career. In 1976, Malkovich, along with Joan Allen, Gary Sinise, and Glenn Headley, became a charter member of the Steppenwolf Theater Company in Chicago. He moved to New York City in 1980 to appear in a Steppenwolf production of the Sam Shepard play True West directed by Sinise, for which he won an Obie Award. One of his first film roles was as an extra alongside Allen, Terry Kinney, George Wendt, and Laurie Metcalf in Robert Altman's film A Wedding, 1978. In early 1982, he appeared in A Streetcar Named Desire with Chicago's Wisdom Bridge Theater. Malkovich then directed a Steppenwolf co-production, the 1984 revival of Lanford Wilson's Balm in Gilead, for which he received a second Obie Award and a Drama Desk Award. Other Steppenwolf productions in which Malkovich has appeared include The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams, directed by H. E. Backus, 1979, Burn This by Lanford Wilson, directed by Marshall W. Mason, 1987, and The Libertine by Stephen Jeffries, directed by Terry Johnson, 1996. He made his feature film debut as Sally Field's blind boarder Mr. Will in Places in the Heart, 1984. For his portrayal of Mr. Will, Malkovich received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He also portrayed Al Rockoff in Roland Jouff's epic film The Killing Fields, 1984. His Broadway debut that year was as Biff in Death of a Salesman alongside Dustin Hoffman as Willie. Malkovich won an Emmy Award for this role when the play was adapted for television by CBS in 1985. He continued to have steady work in films such as Empire of the Sun, directed by Steven Spielberg, and the film adaptation of Tennessee Williams's The Glass Menagerie, both 1987, directed by Paul Newman, who appeared in the film, and Joanne Woodward. He then starred in Making Mr. Right, also 1987, directed by Susan Seidelman. Malkovich gained significant critical and popular acclaim when he portrayed the sinister and sensual Valmont in the film Dangerous Liaisons, 1988, a film adaptation of the stage play Les Liaisons Dangereuses by Christopher Hampton, who had adapted it from the 1782 novel of the same title by Pierre Coderlos de Laclos. He later reprised this role for the music video of Walking on Broken Glass by Annie Lennox. He played Port Moresby in The Sheltering Sky, 1990, directed by Bernardo Bertolucci, and appeared in Shadows and Fog, 1991, directed by Woody Allen. In 1990, he recited, in Croatian, verses of the Croatian national anthem Legipa Naša Domovino, Our Beautiful Homeland, in Nenad Bach's song, Can We Go Higher? Malkovich starred in the 1992 film adaptation of John Steinbeck's novella, Of Mice and Men as Lenny alongside Gary Sinise as George. He was nominated for another Oscar, again in the Best Supporting Actor category, for In the Line of Fire, 1993. He was the narrator for the film Alive, 1993, and starred in The Man in the Iron Mask, 1998. Malkovich has hosted 3 episodes of the NBC sketch show, Saturday Night Live. The first occasion was in January 1989 with musical guest Anita Baker, the second in October 1993 with musical guest Billy Joel, and special appearance by former cast member Jan Hooks, and the third in December 2008 with musical guest T.I. with Swizz Beatz, and special appearances by Justin Timberlake, Molly Sims, and Jamie Lynn Sigler. Malkovich was directed for the second time, after Dangerous Liaisons, by Stephen Frears and Mary Riley, 1996, a new adaptation of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde tale, co-starring Julia Roberts. Malkovich also appeared in The Messenger, The Story of Joan of Arc, 1999, directed by Luc Besson, playing the French king-to-be Charles VII. Though he played the title role in the Charlie Kaufman-penned Being John Malkovich, 1999, he played a slight variation of himself, as indicated by the character's middle name of Horatio. Personal life. Malkovich married actress Glenn Headley in 1982. In 1988, the couple divorced following his affair with Michelle Pfeiffer. He began dating Nicoletta Peyron in 1989 after meeting her on the set of The Sheltering Sky, on which she was the second assistant director. The couple have 2 children, Amandine and Loie. Malkovich has a distinctive voice quality, which The Guardian has described as wafting, whispery, and reedy. He does not consider himself a method actor. Malkovich is fluent in French, having lived and worked in theater in southern France for nearly 10 years. He and his family left France in a dispute over taxes in 2003 and have since lived in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Malkovich is the co-owner of the restaurant Bica do Sapato and Lux nightclub in Lisbon. He lost millions of dollars in the Madoff investment scandal in 2008. In the 1990s, Malkovich and Peyron bought a farm near Lacoste, Vaucluse, which they have turned into a wine label named Les Quelles de la Coste. The couple started planting grapevines there in 2008 and produced their first vintage in 2011. Malkovich has raised funds for the Steppenwolf Theatre Company, his sole charity. Malkovich stated in a 2011 interview that he is not a political person and that he does not have an ideology, revealing that he had not voted since George McGovern lost his presidential run in 1972. At the Cambridge Union Society in 2002, when asked whom he would most like to fight to the death, Malkovich replied that he would rather just shoot journalist Robert Fisk and politician George Galloway, stating that Galloway was not honest. Journalists speculated that the comment was related to criticism of Israel and the war in Iraq. When asked in an interview with the Toronto Star in 2008 whether having spiritual beliefs was necessary to portray a spiritual character, he said, "No, I'd say not. I'm an atheist. I wouldn't say I'm without spiritual belief particularly, or rather, specifically. Maybe I'm agnostic, but I'm not quite sure there's some great creator, somehow controlling everything and giving us free will. I don't know, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me." On June 6, 2013, Malkovich was walking in Toronto when a 77-year-old man named Jim Walpole tripped and accidentally cut his throat on a piece of scaffolding. Malkovich applied pressure to Walpole's neck to reduce bleeding before Walpole was rushed to a hospital, where he received stitches and later credited Malkovich with saving his life.